What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Eli the Rebel. Welcome back to PUDL, I guess. So I did this battle, but the volume for my live comm is like super low because I was trying to be super quiet. I had family come over the house, so I just did this battle thinking I could whisper through the commentary a little bit, Eli SMR. No, but so we're just gonna use my battle against Nova as background for the next 20 minutes to discuss the future of this channel. Really. First things first, I took this team because it was so good, right? I looked at the team, I loved it, and I legit loved it so much that it's only, I only had to change the Terra caps on it. Every mon was the same. Because, I wanted to change things around like Serena and Avila Kasui, but, they're rapid spinners. It's very hard to find rapid spin in this gen. So, I just rocked with it, and, I'm stuck with it, and, yeah. That's that. What was I gonna say? Speaking of Nova, that is a segue. So I'm gonna get this out the way, so that way I don't have to repeat it again. But basically, the Nova League kept me from retiring. And what do I mean by that exactly? So, I finished CDL 3-5. I won the first 3 games. Lost 5 in a row. I had so many chances to just get one more stupid win for playoffs. Couldn't do it. Why? Because I was too hard on myself. Thinking that I am exponentially better in Gen 6 than in Gen 9. But the truth of the matter is, I wasn't. And I spiraled into a big, giant depression, crash out, whatever you want to call it. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm still in freaking Nova League. I'm still in ETA. Let me just finish those leagues and see where life takes me from there. And that'll be my, slow and steady, easy way to retirement. Quite frankly, right? I do those leagues, I finish those leagues completely, and then, I can just move on to stuff that I want to do IRL. But I finished 3rd in Nova League. Somehow, some way, I finished 3rd. And to me, that shows that, I didn't, what's it called? I'm trying to think. Bear with me. Finishing 3rd with, okay, here's the team on screen right now, right? And so I only put 50% effort into it. I was playing these games with 20-minute builds and just genning them right after. No hesitation. And I finished 3rd. And I'm happy with finishing 3rd. Because look who finished 1st and 2nd. 2nd was Dashing Sceptile, who lives in my mind rent-free. And then freaking Spider had Chien Pao and Zapdos Gallon. So, that's the best finish I could possibly ask for myself. And so for that, I could not thank Nova enough for inviting me to Academy when he did. And I'm really honored that he did. I'm glad that he reached out to me after UNPL Academy to join the NBPL Academy, and we did very well. We exceeded expectations. We exceeded expectations with that team. I'm gonna show it again one more time. But as a token of gratitude and thank you to Nova and the rest of the you know, Nova Academy community, we will be uploading to main. We will be uploading to main. Now, it's not required to upload into main. It's not. But what I will say, though, is that it's not about whether I should upload it or not. I feel like if I don't upload it, you know, I feel like people won't believe me that I can really play in this gen, because this was a run. This was truly a run. Like, I still have all the footage of all those games, particularly my games versus Ariga and Blakey, however you want to pronounce that, right? Really. Couldn't believe my performances against those two, in particular. I also can't forget about Dark Superstar, of course. How could I forget about Dark Superstar? That's my favorite person in the entire community. That's my favorite person in the whole NBBL server. How could I forget about Dark Star? Come on now. But yeah, Nova main division, I will be uploading that. The draft is complete. At the time of recording this, that draft is complete. Not to spoil anything, but we've drafted some familiar pieces. Like, you're gonna look at this main team and be like, okay, he's drafting the same stuff from before. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And which leads to segue into, you know, drafting new things, right? So we're drafting familiar pieces in Nova League, but we're actually drafting brand new things over in PDD. So that at the time of this recording, we're in round, like, I just finished my round 3 pick. So I'm gonna be waiting for quite a minute until it's round 4 for me. So, but I will say, like, my first 3 picks, I'm looking at it right now. Like, these are all new things that I'm very excited for, right? It's gonna be great. It's going to be a grand old time in PDD as well. So, Eli, how are you going to balance PDD and NBBL? I'll find a way. I'll always find a way, you know? Because that's just how I am, you know? Like, the things that are happening in my life IRL, like, I could care less about it, because I'll always find a way. Like, there'll always be a way to, you know, snap back to reality and things of that nature, you know? Like, it'll all like self-explain itself in the weirdest way possible. Now, the only thing that sucks about it is, like, oh, well, you know, I wasn't, with the IRL stuff that was happening, I wasn't able to get a PS5/Xbox Series X, which therefore meant I could not get NCAA 25. Which is quite unfortunate, right? Because as someone that has been playing NCAA 11 religiously on the PS2 for the past couple years, I was ready to go and showcase my skills on a next-gen console. But due to things happening IRL, couldn't get the funds to get it done. Could not get the funds to get it done. So, in terms of NCAA, I don't know if I want to, like, because what's the point of continuing this series, right? If everybody and their mom is playing NCAA 25 and I decide to finish Grand Canyon University, who's going to watch that? That's my thought process on why I'm still not going to bring back the live streams. I'm not going to make it like another video to edit. Like, I don't know. I still have the file for it, obviously, for when that day comes, but, like, we'll see what I do with that. But like, I have to prioritize NBBL and PDD first because PDD is a upload required league, so I gotta do that. Will I be doing the draft stream for PDD? Of course, but it's just I just need to figure out who I want as my co-host. I just gotta figure out who I want to be for my co-host. So that's that. I'm long ways away from that. I'm long ways away from that, you know. But and also again, in BBL, I don't need to upload for that, but I feel like I have to for all the wonderful things Nova and his people have done for me. I gotta do it. Just one time. Worst case scenario, I get relegated to Academy, then I'll upload Academy and freaking just pop off against Dark Star, Alpha Guardian, all these other people. So that's the worst case scenario. Is I get relegated on YouTube, and then I just pop out again in freaking Academy and get a real trophy. And then if I win Academy, then I could just, you know, retire in the sunset for real. Because I told myself, well, at this point in my draft league career, I want to win one more championship. I have one championship, and I've been doing draft league since pretty much, like, I did draft league again when the first wave of COVID started up. And obviously, you know, with the second wave coming up, you know, that's another topic for another day. What am I saying? But with the first wave of COVID happening, I was home and I was doing draft league just to kill the time at home. Most people were inside, trying to be, pretending they were DJs, pretending that they did graphic design, whatever the case may be. I was playing a bunch of draft league, and I made my own NatDex league and won the second season of that. So haven't won one since. So it's been 4 years going on 5 since my first and only championship. But when I do get that championship, I will get it eventually. I'll just retire off into the sunset. A champion. Yeah. That's the goal. It's why I still do this to myself. With whatever happens IRL to me in the background, like, my whole world could be flipping and turning upside down. There could be a tornado, earthquake happening outside my house, but I will still play this because the wanting of a rig sounds really, really nice to me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's no other way to describe it. Ah, man. How much time do I have? 13 minutes. Oh, I killed that halfway. Yeah, as you can see here, you're gonna see these next 2 turns. Serena is a fraud. You're gonna see these next 2 turns. Serena is a fraud because look at this. Power whip. You're gonna see the power whip into U-turn roll. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be hilarious. You're gonna see the U-turn right after this, and you're just gonna be like, huh? It lived? Yeah, Serena's a fraud. Serena is a big giant fraud. It got yellow magicked on against Kaz, and it got low rolled out the wazoo. Versus Nova. So that's that. Again, like, I'm not sweating over, you know, my performances versus you know, the like PUDL actually has some wallers. To be quite honest with y'all. Oh, this turn, if I freaking Terra ghosted here and recovered, but in the back of my mind I was just like, oh, he's just gonna knock off again and scout for that, because like, you see the dock, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see that it's rock and water and thing, but nah, you just raw low kick. So I could have recovered for free there. It's tough. it's tough. If I Terra Ghosted there and recovered, that game is so much more different. That game is so much more different. Because as you're going to see, it opens up Excadrill. As you're going to see, it opens up Excadrill here. Once I get this U-turn off, Excadrill's going to come in here and start doing Excadrill thing. And that's a big issue. So, again, it's whatever to me, because I'm having so much fun with this team. Like, like I'm not doing that well in the season, but like just clicking the buttons with these guys is just so cool. It really is. Like, being able to, like, all the pieces that I have, right? Like, these are mons that I've been wanting to try. Like, I've been wanting to try Avila Kasui for a while, actually, low-key. It's just like, it's ice and rock, and that's what deteriorates me from, because I love Kalos Avila. Okay? It won me a league. Don't get me wrong. But freaking what's it called? But Avila Kasui, it's a bit of a fraud. Just Ice Rock by itself. But Terra fixes it. And when I was able to Terra versus Goki, it was actually really good. It was actually really good. I was very happy with myself. But this is the part where Excadrill does the funny thing. Yeah, two vac waves didn't even bring it to half. It's actually kind of pathetic. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna vac wave again to get as much chip as we can, and then we're gonna sack off like 2 other things right after that. So that's fun. What's it called? I'm doing stuff on the side, so bear with me here. There should have been a graphic like a while back anyway, telling like the live watching people like, oh, pick Nova side. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Serena is gonna go down. I checked that it's 2 turns to Sandstorm left, so my logic was, okay, sack this, sack Clef, because even after Viviri, I die anyway, but then that lets in Spark Crypt, my fine, you know, it lets in, it's fine. Goes for the Iron Head, because it's at +2, so he doesn't even need to flex and show off X-Scissor and add it. Probably, I did open the paste. I'm pretty sure I did open the paste, but I didn't see X-Scissor on it. Which is fine. Like, what Excadrills do you know run X-Scissor? You know? Like, how often? Like, I get that you're hitting the grasses, but like, if your grass is Serena, just Iron Head it, as you saw just there. But yeah, I sacked those 2 mons. It allows me to go Scarf Crook. Now, I couldn't EQ for free because Lottie was still there. I check it here, so I just went with knock. It could have been a roll to kill. There were some rolls, I think, where it could not kill, but thankfully I get it. To make the differential look, you know, better in a weird sort of way, yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So I knocked off Sash, so good thing I got up rocks. People that really know me know I don't like getting up rocks. So getting up rocks is like is like, you know, progression in the lore, in the world of Eli. That's a dub. Getting up some sort of rocks. The next step is to try to get up spikes for my next trick. Hopefully either NPBL or PDD, I'll be able to get up some spikes. We'll see. We'll see about that. When that day comes, y'all will see it live. Here comes the Addison. The reason why we talked about this like very briefly after the game. So Addison, Aqua Jet's here. to secure that Lottie can just aura sphere without having to rely on Draco landing and all that. So that was his thought process in doing what he had to do there. So you're just gonna see a bunch of Aqua Jets and yep, there's one, then another one's gonna follow up, then a third one, then like 2 more are gonna land on Crook, and that's game. And then he was asking me why not Gunk there. Yeah, Gunk would have been nice for differential to get on the Azu, but then again, Lottie comes in, Scarf, Aura Sphere, GG, right? Because Scarf Lottie is going to be faster than Scarf Crook. That's how speed tiers work. So I was screwed. I was screwed either way. But again, I'm having a lot of fun with this team. I really am. Despite what the records show, like I'm having fun. Like, you know, clicking the buttons with these guys, right? The building part, it's gonna take a lot for me to convince me that building is fun. Okay. And with that, man, it's been your boy Live the Rebel, and I'll catch you guys next week, man. Peace!